Hi, and welcome to Mpowerment TV. Now, this week's tip is very fascinating because it was inspired today while I was having a game of golf. And while I was on the fifth hole, which is a par 5, I hit a really beautiful tee shot and it landed perfectly. Then I took out a rescue and I hit the most sublime shot that I think I could ever hit. And this ball flew, and I followed the direction of the ball. I kind of knew where it landed pretty much. And walking up to it, you were just thinking, oh, just take out a little simple wedge, chip it onto the green, and 2-putt for a par on a par 5. For me, that would be great with an handicap of 28. But I could not find the ball. Great forever, I could not find the ball for love or money. And I said, I could swear it landed somewhere here, but I just couldn't see it. There was a bit of rough everywhere. I looked and looked. Luckily for me, I was playing at a time where the golf is pretty quiet. You can see it's still pretty quiet. And I thought to myself, I ought to find this ball. I looked everywhere, I couldn't. And the funny thing was, this was the only ball I had left in my hand as well. So you knew somehow I had to find this ball. And I looked around, I couldn't find it. I looked around, I circled around, I came back on myself like you do. For love of money, I could not find this ball. And I was walking around, I said, I haven't got a ball left in my bag. And I knew I hit a good ball, so I really need this ball. And then eventually I found another ball. I found a spare ball on the ground. And I took the spare ball and I thought, this is going to hurt. I'm going to have to drop this ball and hit this shot again. And I really didn't want to do that. So I kind of composed myself and I looked around and I saw, hold on a minute, there's somebody teeing off on the first shot. These guys are coming around. I'm on the fifth tee. I better start moving, otherwise these guys are going to catch up with me. And then I took the ball, put it down, chipped it on, took a penalty shot, made a double bogey. Then as I was walking back towards my bag, I saw a ball just in the rough. And I'd circle around that circle, all around. I could not find any ball. I looked at the ball, I thought, this is not my ball. But I had a thought in my head and it said, hey, look, it's in the rough. It must be somewhere in the edges of the rough. Look again. You know, so the tip is really, how often have we given up on something that we really want to do? Just because we've almost looked everywhere, we couldn't find it, but sometimes we're looking, but we don't really see. And that was the message that came through loud and clear. And I thought to myself, it must be here. And because of that ball that I found, I thought, you know what? I better start looking and tracing my path back and looking in the rough again. And I just started walking back on the same line that I thought it would have been at. And lo and behold, there was the ball. I found it. And for not having any ball in my hand, I ended up now having 3 balls in my hand, which was a miracle in itself. So I took the ball, took my shot, and I ended up still having a bogey this time. Rather than a double bogey, I had a 6 instead of a 7. So I took the 6 rather than the 7. So I was really pleased that I found my ball. So the message for you guys today is really, you know what? Sometimes in life, we think we've looked, but we don't really see. Just look again. Don't give up. Keep looking and keep believing in yourself. If you believe you'll find it, I promise you, you'll find it. My name is Tosin Ogunisi of Mpowerment TV, where we like to improve performance through teamwork. Take care. See you next week.